Good morning and welcome to the Daily Sports Update Show here on Vic and Vern Sports Chat. I'm Vic and I hope you're all doing well on this Friday morning, the 30th of January. Bloody hell, it's the weekend again. Sports all over the place. Lots to get into this morning. We'll talk some football. It was the EuroLeague last night. The last round of the EuroLeague. We'll have NBA, NHL, we'll have tennis, rugby, NCAA, a little bit of cricket. We'll talk about a few things as per usual. Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification button. And of course, our email runs down the bottom if you do want to get hold of us. Let me just have a look quickly this morning in the chat. A lot of people in there. Good morning, all of you. I think we've got all the continents. We've got Australia, South America, Europe, Asia, North America. Somebody on that ice station there in the Antarctic, please, if anybody from the Antarctic could ever give us a shout out, that would be great. Come on, somebody from the ice station must be watching us, man. As cool as we are, we need the ice station watching us. But let's get into the football, and it was the EuroLeague last night. If you're Swiss and if you're Austrian, look away because it was a terrible night for your teams. Aston Villa beating Salzburg there 3-2. As you can hear, I've still got my cough. Celtic took care of Utrecht 4-2. FC Basel losing at home to Victoria Pilsen. First game of Stefan Lichtsteiner. The new coach didn't work out so well. Midtjylland beat Dinamo Zagreb. Porto beat Rangers 3-1. And Steaua Bucharest and Fenerbahce drew 1-1. Then Go Ahead Eagles, Braga 0-0. Lille beat Freiburg 1-0. Razgrad beat Nice 1-0. Lyon beat PAOK Saloniki 4-2. Maccabi Tel Aviv lost to Bologna 3-0. And Nottingham Forest thrashed Ferencváros 4-0. Last but not least, because there were 18 games last night. Panathinaikos and Roma drew 1-1. Genk beat Malmö 2-0. Real Betis beat Feyenoord Rotterdam 2-1. There, Anthony, my old friend Anthony, he scored there for Real Betis. Red Star Belgrade and Celta de Vigo drew 1-1. Sturm Graz beat Brann 1-0. And VfB Stuttgart beat Young Boys Bern 3-2. Had Bern hung on there and not got a goal in the 90th minute, they would have been qualified for the next round. But being Swiss, being neutral, we let everybody else, go further, and we don't. That's just the way we are. So let's look at the table. These are the 8 teams that got a bye in the next round. Lyon, Aston Villa, Midtjylland, Real Betis, Porto, Braga, Freiburg and Roma. 2 Portuguese teams in there. These are the teams that have to play to go through. These are from 9 to 24. So you can see Genk there, Bologna, Stuttgart, Ferencváros, Nottingham Forest, Celtic is in there, Fenerbahce is in there, Lille. But more important, these are the teams. You're on holiday now in Europe, my friends. You do not have to travel anymore. It is Young Boys of Switzerland, Sturm Graz of Austria, Steaua Bucharest, Go Ahead Eagles, Feyenoord Rotterdam. Dutch teams not doing well last night. Dutch teams not doing well at all in the Europe this year. Then Basel, Salzburg, Rangers, Nice. Another slap in the face for the Ineos group, Nice. Utrecht, Malmö and Maccabi Tel Aviv. Don't forget this weekend, it's a big Premier League weekend. Look, we've got some big games in that Tottenham Man City games. Big one, obviously, Manchester United. Liverpool, Newcastle, another big one. Then we have Chelsea, West Ham in the London derby. And I think the upset of the week is coming with Leeds against Arsenal. I think Leeds are going to get a point at least of Arsenal this weekend, but we'll see. We will be live for Man U against Fulham, so do join us for that. That's on Sunday afternoon. Join us for that one. That's the football for this morning. NBA last night. Let me get that stuff out there. Look, NBA last night, some big numbers in the NBA. The Kings losing to the 76ers, 113-111. DeMar DeRozan had 25 points and 8 assists for the Kings, but it was Tyrese Maxey with 40 points and 8 assists for the 76ers whose star shone the brightest. The Milwaukee Bucks lose again. They lost to the Wizards 109-99. The Rockets The Houston Rockets took care of the Hawks, 104-86. Kevin Durant there with 31 points. My Miami Heat took care of the Bulls, 116-113. I'm telling you, with every other team, right, you could basically, one or two players on every team you know is going to be the top scorer. Miami, every game is a different top scorer. Miami is such a team. There's no superstars in that team, man. The Hornets beat the Mavericks 123-121. Cooper Flag had 49 points and 10 rebounds, and it wasn't enough. The Nets lose to the Nuggets 107-103. Jamal Murray there with 27 points for the Nuggets. The ex-Nugget, Michael Porter Jr., 38 points and 10 rebounds for the Nets, but they did lose. The Suns are looking very good at the moment. They beat the Pistons. The number one Pistons in the East, they beat 114-96. Dylan Brooks had 40 points for the Sun. And last but not least, a big win for the Minnesota Timberwolves there, knocking off league-leading Oklahoma City Thunder 123-111. Anthony Edwards, 26 points for a winning Timberwolves team. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the MVP front-runner at the moment, he had 30 points, 6 rebounds and 8 assists for a losing Thunder team. So yeah, Thunder starting to lose a few games now. It's starting to take its toll on them. But we'll have a look at the tables again on Monday, on Tuesday, or maybe Vern will do tables tomorrow. I do not know. But I thought, no, so much to get into. Then the NHL had a big night. Every team in the NHL played last night. 15 games there. So let me tell you what happened there. The Flyers lost to the Bruins 3-6. The Kings lost to the Sabres 1-4. The Avalanche lost to the Canadiens 3-7. The Jets lost to the Lightning 1-4. The Predators lost to the Devils 3-2. Then the first away win, the Islanders beat the Rangers 2-1. Blackhawks lost against the Penguins 6-2. And the Mammoth lost to the Hurricanes 5-4. Only one away win out of all those games. Fantastic. Then the Capitals beat the Red Wings 5-4. The Panthers lose to the Blues 4-5. The Wild thrashed the Flames 4-1. The Oilers nip one past the Sharks, they 4-3. The Canucks beat the Ducks 2-0. My Golden Knights lose at home to the Stars 5-4. And the Maple Leafs lose to the Kraken 5-2. So good stuff there. That is heating up. Tables will be coming soon, don't you worry. Then there were a few games in the NCAA last night. 2 in the men's side. Iowa State beat the Colorado Buffaloes 97-67. And Washington lost to Illinois 75-66. On the ladies' side, there were a lot of games last night. Carolina Gamecocks, they beat Auburn 81-51, the Auburn Tigers. The Texas Longhorns beat the Gators for Florida 88-68. The Arkansas Razorbacks couldn't get past the LSU Tigers 92-70. The Louisville Cardinals beat Stanford 84-66. More to come here, my friends. USC, the Trojans beat Iowa 81-69. Michigan, the Wolverines beat the Indiana Hoosiers 95-67. Texas A&M lost to Oklahoma to the Sooners 85-58. Washington loses to Ohio State to the Buckeyes 81-58. Then we move on. TCU beating Kansas 79-77. That's a good win for TCU. Michigan State Spartans beating Purdue 86-65. Mississippi State took care of Tennessee, the Volunteers 77-62. And the Blue Devils of Miami took the Blue Devils of Duke, obviously, beat the Hurricanes of Miami 74-58. That is hotting up. Exactly 1 month to go till March Madness starts. 1 month to go. So crazy. Last night, basketball in the EuroLeague. Ooh, that was a good game that Vern commentated on there. Paris, Real Madrid was the day before yesterday. We did that one already. Milan took care of Partizan, to be expected, 85-79. Fenerbahce left their countrymen no chance there. Anadolu 79-62. Maybe the surprise of the round. What a result for Bayern Munich. Beating table-topping Hapoel Tel Aviv 79-64. And Hapoel are not on top of the table anymore. Olympiacos took care of Barcelona. I heard my man Jones there was good last night for Olympiacos. 87-75, and Valencia took care of Maccabi 94-83. Tonight we'll have Monaco Bologna. On this channel it'll be Red Star against Dubai, Baskonia Salgiris, and Villeban against Panathinaikos. Let's have a look at the table there. So it's Fenerbahce on top of the table now, ahead of Olympiacos and Hapoel, followed by Valencia, Real Madrid, and Barcelona. So yeah, if you're in the top 10, you're in the playoffs. If you on this list, you're not in the playoffs. It doesn't look good for these teams. I think, as Vern said the other day, I think it's done for who's in the playoffs. But let me plug that. That is our game tonight. Red Star Belgrade against Dubai Basket. I think that's around about 8 o'clock, so join Vern for that. Then tennis, the ladies. I'm going to put them both out there. There you go. Arina Sabalenka. She took care of Elina Svitolina 6-2, 6-3. So she's back in the final. And Jessica Pegula could not beat Elina Rabinkina. Rabinkina 6-3, 7-6 there. So the final is Sabalenka, Rabinkina. Kazakhstan against Belarus. Going to be very, very interesting. On the men's side, now that result is not correct anymore because I've been watching it. I'm going to quickly switch over there. I've got this live on my feed here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. All right. So at the moment, I can tell you now, they are in the third set. Alcaraz won the first two, 6-4, 7-6. He's leading the third set here, 3-2, but it is Zverev serving, and it is 40-15 for Zverev. I'll leave that up there. I'll go back to that by the end of the game, end of the show. Maybe we'll get some more information on that. So looking good for Carlos Alcaraz to make the final once again. In cricket, we had 2 games last night. South Africa beat West Indies, to be expected. West Indies are worthless in cricket at the moment. South Africa won by 7 wickets. And Pakistan beat Australia by 22 runs. This is all pre-warm-up for the T20 World Cup. These results don't really make a big difference in the world of cricket at the moment because they're all just testing stuff out. If you win, don't think you're the greatest. If you lose, don't be too downhearted. I do believe that Australia, India, those are the 2 ones you've got to be careful for. I still think Australia one of the favourites to win it. Then don't forget, tonight as well on the channel we are doing URC rugby. Yes, the Warriors against Munster, the Glasgow Warriors, the Scottish, top team out of Scotland against Munster. That's going to be a good one because I think it's number 1 in the league against number 5 in the league. So it's going to have some implications. I think the Warriors will do it tonight, but join me for that. That's going to be at 8:45, and we'll see what happens there. Let's go quickly back to the tennis. Let's just see if there's anything has changed. Alcaraz has broken Zverev. No, what are they talking about now? They just had a false thing there. They had 4-2 for Alcaraz, but it's 3-3. Alcaraz serving. I just can't see Zverev winning. His nerves are not the. Oh, what a beautiful pass shot! Just saying that. What a shot by Zverev. So yeah, if you want to know what's happening in the tennis, go check that out. Otherwise, don't forget, join us this evening for EuroLeague Basketball Live, URC Rugby Live, and then 3:20 tomorrow morning. Join me for around about 9 hours of non-stop Sevens rugby, one game after the other. Going to be epic. We're going to have a lot of fun. You guys have a great morning. Be safe, be healthy, and take care, and see you later. Ciao, ciao.